You walk into a room and feel completely invisible, like everyone else has a secret manual for connecting while you're stuck on the sidelines. Or maybe someone approaches you, and after a quick "Hi, how are you?" your brain just freezes. That awkward silence stretches forever while you desperately search for literally anything to say. Most people think they're boring, but the truth is you don't have a nothing to say problem, you have a too much to filter problem. Your internal critic is stealing your words before they even leave your mouth. Today, I'm going to give you the 5 psychology secrets that will turn off that critic and make you psychologically unbotherable in any social setting. Secret 1. The 3-second magnetic entrance. The first secret happens before you even open your mouth. People make a judgment about you in the first 3 seconds of you entering a space. Most people walk in with their head down, scanning the floor or their phone, which sends a signal that says, "Don't talk to me." Magnetic people walk in with their head level, not arrogant, just level, looking around the room like they belong there. When you make eye contact for just a second and give a tiny nod or smile, you are planting a seed. You're saying, "I see you and I'm friendly." This makes people feel safe to approach you later because you've already acknowledged them. Stop waiting for permission to exist in the space, assume you belong, and the room will react to that energy. Secret 2. The 5-second decision rule. Once the conversation starts, how do you keep it from dying? You use the 5-second decision rule. Your brain generates hundreds of thoughts, but your filter rejects them as too weird or too random. The rule is simple. When someone speaks, you have exactly 5 seconds to respond with the very first thing that pops into your head. Don't wait for the better version. Pick the first instinct. Why? Because your first instinct is usually more authentic and engaging than the polished version your filter would approve. If someone mentions a new car, and your first thought is a story about your cousin getting scammed at a dealership, say it. That random thought is a goldmine for a real conversation, while a filtered response like, "Oh, nice," is a conversation killer. Secret 3. The gray rock method. Staying calm. Social mastery isn't just about talking, it's about how you handle pressure. If someone tries to provoke or insult you, your heart races and you feel the need to defend yourself. But here's the truth. Toxic people don't attack you because they hate you, they attack you because they are starving for emotional energy. When you fight back, you're feeding them. To master this, you use the gray rock method. You make yourself as uninteresting and unresponsive as a literal gray rock. You provide short, neutral answers with no emotional highs or lows. When they ask, "Why are you always like this?" you respond with a calm, "I don't know," or "not really." You aren't being rude, you are simply refusing to be the source of drama they are seeking. The person who cannot be triggered cannot be controlled. Secret 4. Strategic ignorance and threading. The best conversationalists aren't the smartest people. They are the ones who make others feel like experts. This is called strategic ignorance. Even if you know a lot about a topic, play dumb and ask questions a curious 12-year-old would ask. How does that even work? Or what's that like? While they talk, look for conversation threads. Every story is a spiderweb of topics. If someone mentions they tried a new Korean restaurant because their friend Sarah canceled on them, you have threads for friendship dynamics, eating alone, Korean food, or weekend routines. Don't just pick one, acknowledge multiple threads. Try saying, "sick dog drama," and discovering new food solo. That's a plot twist. How was the food, and is the dog okay? This shows you're actually listening, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Secret 5. The "I bet that" observation. Stop asking plain toast questions like, "What do you do?" or "How was your day?" These put pressure on the other person to perform. Instead, use the 3-word magic phrase, "I bet that." I bet that coffee saved your morning, or I bet that book choice has a great story. This works because it's an observation, not an interrogation. It shows you are paying attention to them as an individual. Use specificity and slight exaggeration to make it playful. Instead of "you look tired," try "you have the expression of someone who just discovered their coffee was decaf." It's dramatic enough to be interesting, but relatable enough to feel genuine. At the end of the day, conversation isn't about being the most interesting person in the room, it's about being the most interested person in the room. When you stop needing external validation to feel okay, you start radiating an energy that draws people in. Next time you're ready to leave, use the perfect exit formula: appreciation, reason, and bridge. This has been really interesting. Appreciation: I need to grab a coffee before they close. Reason: but I'd love to hear how that project turns out. Mind if I connect with you on LinkedIn? Bridge: master these secrets, and you'll find that the social game is one you no longer have to play because you've already won it. Thanks for watching. For more on social psychology, hit subscribe and make calm your default.